like the way Carl Sagan said it. We stand on the shore of the cosmic ocean, and recently we've waded a little ways out, and the water seems inviting. But the waters on Earth are changing. I had an opportunity to listen to a very good speaker one time, and many of them today. And this one fellow said to me, in the whole audience, he said, "What is it that breaks your heart?" And that really stuck with me. I would encourage all of us to consider, what is it that breaks your heart? And then set about a way to fix it for yourself or the people around you, or perhaps even the entire planet. Well, you know what breaks my heart? Rising oceans break my heart. Dying coral reefs breaks my heart. Melting glaciers, rising temperatures, these things affect me. But this isn't the first global crisis that we've encountered. I think of Sputnik. And there's a lesson to be learned from Sputnik. You know, here was the first object to orbit Earth in space, launched by the Russians. During the Cold War, a time when there were no guns being fired, there were no bombs being dropped, there was no frontline war effort. But there also were no deniers. Nobody was denying that there was a global threat to security. And what happened was we turned to the schools because we knew that somewhere in the classrooms there would emerge the scientists and the engineers who would help us regain technological superiority. I was teaching this very lesson to my class one time, and in walked Ken Taylor. Ken's a longtime teacher, and he said, now I was a small boy, I was a young boy, but I remember what it was like. We came back to school after Sputnik, and everything was different. New math and science curriculum, new textbooks. Teachers were much more invigorated to teach this subject. There was a concerted effort in the schools because there was a race to be won. And we were being motivated by a great orator. And here he is in 1962, John F. Kennedy at Rice University in Texas, saying, "We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it's hard." And he went on to say other things such as, this is a challenge we're willing to accept. This is a challenge we won't postpone. This is a challenge that we are going to win. And when we did, because there in 1969, July, we heard those famous words, "Tranquility Base here, the Eagle has landed." And Neil Armstrong opened the door to that lunar landing module, and he clambered down that ladder. And he said, that was one small step for a man, but that was one giant leap for mankind. And the people on Earth cheered. And the average age of the scientists and the engineers who put Neil and Buzz Aldrin on the moon was 28. 12 years earlier, they were the high school students who were being encouraged to learn your science, learn your math, because we got a job to do. And they did it.